Oh, it's kind of hot. I'm just gonna get up. So I turned wait, I turned 29 in 2 days, um, and I don't really know how to think about it. I'm kind of not really thinking about it in many ways. Like I'm just like pretending that it's a normal day. Um, so I don't know. What did I want to talk about? So I've been organizing a workshop. I've been trying to organize a workshop, and I'm just looking for my checkbooks. I've been trying to organize a workshop, and it's surprisingly way more complicated than I thought. Mostly from my side and also from workshopy things. So, for instance, I've been learning a lot about like state change. Like whenever you're having a presentation, you need to have a lot of in between clips. Like right now, I should probably have an image overlay or some kind of news slide that comes in and kind of like brings the attention back in many ways. But I'm not doing that. I'm just like walking around, I guess. That's my state change, I guess. But yeah, so these things have been really interesting to just learn. And I'm not sure. I sort of have a curriculum, I sort of have like a demo deck already in place, and I know which community I'm going to launch to. So these are all good things. Like I know what I'm doing. And yet, I feel like I don't know anything or I don't know what I'm doing at all. And that's weird. I don't get it, but that's just been like, I don't feel any different from 2, 3, 5. Someone recently said that I'm a man now and I used to be a boy, and I'm like, I'm still a boy. I'm still like seeing myself as a child in many ways, and I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it looks really breezy outside. I want to go out and take a walk and then maybe like go to the gym. I've been feeling really like weak lately. I've been going to the gym. I started going this week, but yeah, I don't know. It all takes time. There's another piece I'm working on called the seasonality of habits. So basically, like, I haven't started it, but it's just an idea where the this thing, I need to find words. The ideas I have about like habit change and productivity, and this is like most of productivity world. These ideas ignore something, which is that there's an on and off mode when it comes to your habits, and when your habits don't work out or they fall on the wayside because of life, what do you do then? And the way to deal with that is by something I think it's Steve Cam from Nerd Fitness he talked about recently called treading water, where you basically when you're starting off with swimming, and I actually just started swimming yesterday. When you're starting off with swimming, you don't spend 2 hours swimming. Instead, you first spend the first 10 minutes easing into it, right? Getting used to it, feeling yourself, feeling yourself, feeling, feeling more confident in yourself, with yourself, while getting into the water and getting more familiar with the movements. That's obvious, right, with swimming. But we don't think of that with other activities like a writing habit. So I wasn't writing in February at all. I felt sick, so but I couldn't do anything in February, let alone writing. But I slowly in March and April got my habits back bit by bit, and now I'm feeling pretty good. I'm writing every day, I'm getting a rhythm in place, and I know that this is just a season of finding my rhythm again. And later, maybe there's a season of consistency and progress, and later, maybe something will happen, and it'll go on the wayside again. The last time my writing went on the wayside, it was gone for like 2 years. This time I brought it back within like 3 weeks, which is pretty good, I think. Like in terms of recovery time, this is like very helpful than thinking about the seasonality, because then you don't like judge yourself um for not like following your plan, because your plan is a map, and as Shane Parrish and a lot of mental model thinkers have said before, the map is not the territory, meaning you have your plan, you have your idea of what it is supposed to be, but then once you hit reality, reality has a surprising amount of detail. This is like another blog post I read, which apparently is really internet famous. But the basic idea is basically you can't plan everything. It's really hard. It's actually impossible to do that. And instead, you should be open to the changes and being flexible to those changes potentially. So, for instance, I'm writing another piece called Antifragile Scheduling. Basically, I suck at scheduling. I suck at it. When I do time blocking, when I set up my calendar, when I set up my week of to dos, I never follow it. Something or the other comes up. Maybe it's my energy, maybe it's some random stuff that just happens, and effectively, uh, my map gets torn to shreds when it hits life, and that's just part of the process. I don't think that's like a personal weakness as such. It's just that the tools that we've learned so far, they are not as sophisticated or nuanced enough to consider these little gravel pebble stones that hit our plan when we're setting sail. And I'm mixing metaphors, but the basic idea is like, why aren't our maps considering this idea that the territory is also there and that it's probably not accurate, and there should actually be some kind of budget or redundancy built into your plan to keep in mind of these, let's say, failure modes. And I don't know, I don't see this talked about much, but this is an important idea, I think. Like, I remember Thomas Frank, when he wrote his productivity book for students, he said that when he's building his schedule, he builds in fudge time, so like extra time, so that you're not like scheduling things minute by minute. And I think that can be applied to a lot more concepts and ideas. Like, you need to build in this idea of seasonality as well, because um, your plan and its experience of the territory is very much related to the season that you're in. So if you're in the season of consistency, probably it's going to be closer from plan to territory. It's like very almost like a one-to-one relationship. But if it's like your season of growth, or your season of maybe you're going through a deload phase or like a downshift, that's when you have to consider that as well and say, all right, well, it's not the right season, so I'm not expecting an exact one-to-one relationship. It's going to be something that tapers off probably. So yeah, that's the idea that I've been trying to write, and turn 29 in 2 days. I don't know how to feel about that, but that's my video. See.